So guys, I'm super excited because I had the opportunity to team up with HP. Everything you see behind me is part of their Omen line of products. So these products are premium gaming focused products that even are good for day-to-day use as well. So I've used these for a few weeks now and I want to chime in on my thoughts and opinions. So guys, obviously you know that I'm a YouTuber. When I look for a machine, I need a machine that's super spec'd out. Video editing is a very demanding task on our computer. You can't really get an integrated graphics card. You can't get a puny CPU. You can't get minimum amounts of RAM. That's why I love the Omen Gaming Desktop, because it has a Core i7-7700, it has a GTX 1070, 16 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte hard drive, and a 256 SSD for faster boot up time. Obviously this makes a really good gaming computer, but for me as a YouTuber, it also works really well. When I'm not editing videos, however, I am using it as a gaming desktop. My favorite game right now has to be Doom, because something about the really good graphics combined with the super fast-paced environment makes for a great game. This monitor back here is no joke. It goes up to 165 Hertz, which I'll get to in a minute, but Doom plus a really fast refresh rate at high FPS is just mind-blowing to me. So after testing all of this stuff out for a few weeks, I'm actually really surprised. I've never had a monitor this good, and I think the monitor is what steals the show for me, because yeah, the desktop is really good. However, the monitor is what blows me away. I've never experienced high refresh rate monitors before when it comes to gaming. So you know how you've heard of 144 Hertz monitors? This thing can actually be overclocked to 165 Hertz. So that's pretty high up there. And when I play Doom at 100 plus FPS, combine it with 165 Hertz, it's mind-blowingly smooth. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I'm no stranger to VR, but I've only experienced VR on cell phones. I've never done it like the big boys on a computer. And I've noticed the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift have really started to cut their prices, so I look forward to experiencing that in the future. I haven't done that quite yet, so make sure you subscribe to my channel, and when I check that out for the first time, you'll be here to experience it with me. So obviously this is my gaming setup, and it's my normal computer as well, so I don't want to clutter up my desk. So I also love playing console games. However, I don't want to put it on my desk because it takes away from valuable space that I use to work. However, with Windows 10, you can stream your Xbox directly to your computer. So I can keep my Xbox in my living room, keep the clutter over there in my living room, and I can still take advantage of playing games. So I successfully was able to play Forza 6, no problem at all. I set the quality all the way to the highest. The stream for the most part was pretty good. There were some glitches here and there, but I blame that on my internet. It doesn't have the fastest upload speed, so I kind of think that's the problem. But it really wasn't enough to take away from the experience. I really liked it, and I love that I can just keep an Xbox controller in my office and quickly just access my Xbox without even going in the living room. So as you can see back here, the Omen Gaming Desktop is pretty small. It's not really a big gaming desktop. When you open it up, which I may add is super simple, it's literally just one screw. You don't need a screwdriver or anything. When you take that off, you can see that the inside of the computer is just dominated by the 1070, and that's really what powers this thing. I mean, the Core i7-7700 is also a very good processor as well, but the 1070 is just a beast in there. And for the most part, since this monitor isn't 4K, it has no problem playing all the latest games at really high settings. And this monitor has NVIDIA G-Sync, so that really does help prevent any tearing and stuff like that. When you're working with really high frames, that's pretty common in the past, but with G-Sync, it kind of solves that problem. And then the monitor has all the standard ports, DisplayPort, HDMI port, and even an aux-in port for your headphones. But what I love is that it is right here on the side. So it's a gaming monitor, and it's definitely put there for a reason. So you can plug your headset into it without having to reach around. It's super easy and convenient, and it even has a stand on the back for your headset, which is amazing to me. It keeps things really tidy. I personally have it right there just for display, but if I want to hide it, I can hang it right behind the monitor. And my favorite things about the Omen headset have to be how comfortable they are, and the sound. So I've used them for over 5 hours in one sitting, and I had them on my ears the whole time. It's a really comfortable fit. They're really big and oversized, and it has this little metal band that kind of absorbs the pressure. In the past with headphones, like my ears just feel like they're getting crushed. Like it feels like sore, if you know what I'm talking about. I've worn these through games, through several movies, and I haven't had a problem at all. And there's been times where I've been really surprised at the sound quality. So definitely, again, another thumbs up for me in that regard. And you can't have a gaming setup without a gaming mouse and keyboard. So the keyboard itself obviously is mechanical. I've recently was introduced to mechanical keyboards a few months ago, and I've fallen in love. This keyboard has blue switches, so they're very tactile, very clicky, very loud, which I love all of those things. So the only downside to this keyboard is that you can't customize the color. What you see is what you get, but that's the only thing. It really works really good for me. I haven't noticed a difference when comparing it to more expensive keyboards I've had in the past. So what I love about the Omen gaming mouse is that you can adjust the sensitivity from 800 dots per inch all the way up to 12,000 as you're still in the game. You don't have to go mess with any software settings at all. It's simply all on the mouse. You just press the button. Every color on the mouse corresponds with a different level of sensitivity. So if you're playing an FPS, obviously you want the sensitivity to be lower so it's easier to aim. And there's even an FPS button that you hold down on the mouse, and as you hold down, it makes it super slow when you move. So it's very similar to, you know how when you activate bullet time like on a game where it slows everything down and it's really easy to aim? I kind of correlate it to that. So it's pretty cool in that regard. So to tie the mouse and keyboard together, HP also sent me this really big Omen Mousepad. It's simply amazing. I've never used a mouse pad this big. It allows you to have really no limits at all when you're gaming. But what I love is that the Omen Monitor, it has this very minimal stand. Like it is super solid too, so it's not going anywhere. So what I like to do, I'll move my keyboard and mouse right here. And then when I'm gaming with my controller on my Xbox, I can just kind of rest my hands. And believe it or not, this mouse pad is really comfortable. It's really squishy. You know, like those pads that you'll put like by your sink when you step on? It feels like that. Like it has that same effect. So when my arms are on it, it's just really comfortable. It beats having them on a desk, especially if your desk is like wood and has sharp corners. This really helps with that, honestly. So one super overlooked feature of a lot of gaming computers is the SD card slot. But luckily HP put one there, which I'm super thankful for because of course I'm a YouTuber. What I'm filming right now goes to an SD card. I put it right into the computer. I don't need any dongles. I don't need any adapters. It just works, which is super good. And there we go, guys. That is it. Let me know what you think about my HP Omen setup. Get used to this behind me because I'm probably going to be keeping this for quite a while. I really do like the look of it. Like it's just very simple. It's very sleek. All the colors just kind of go good together. You know, like my lamp goes good with the monitor, which goes good with the computer. And then the black mouse pad just kind of ties it all together as well. So I'm really happy. I just did a setup video like a few weeks ago with my laptop, but I'm really glad I have this. And now I have a gaming laptop, I have a gaming computer, so I can kind of do gaming on the go or in my office. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Before you leave, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I make all types of videos, so I'll definitely see you around. Thanks, have a great day, bye.